morning. My name is Jessica Arriaga. I'm a 5th grade science teacher at Shepman Elementary School in Red Oak ISD. I chose to implement a learning management system using Google Classroom. While my website is handy for getting my students access to the links that they need from class, what I found is that it was kind of insufficient for managing their digital work, so I went ahead and set up Google Classroom instead. I simply added a link to get my students on with information about how they were supposed to log in. Far and away, the most difficult part of this process was getting all of my 5th graders logged into Google Classroom. Once they were in and joined into the correct classroom, it was a lot easier to get them going. The teaks that we were working on during this portion of my lesson cycle was TEKS 510B, which asks students to differentiate between inherited traits and learned behaviors of plants and animals. So we quickly started on one day doing some warm-ups using the question and announcement feature on Google Classrooms, which was really nice to get the students acclimated with the idea of commenting on a question and then commenting with one another. From there, the first real experience they had with actually analyzing and differentiating was using this crazy YouTube video from Russia. Thanks, Russia. It features a gigantic bear and a Hobby Lobby ad to really show off what an animal can learn to do. They really got a kick out of this, and there's nothing that says that this can't be really fun for kids. So they watch the bear play a horn and sit in a chair. And do other crazy things like hula hoop. And this bear is better at hula hooping than I am. And they really got a kick out of it. But even more interestingly, once they were engaged in the idea of analyzing inherited traits and learned behaviors, they were very eager to start commenting on the videos that they saw. So I posted the YouTube video, which they watched, and then their question, what inherited traits and learned behaviors did you see in the video of the bear? Students almost instantly started commenting back. Inherited trait was his fur color, learned behavior was how to sit in a chair, and so on and so forth. While the students were commenting, I was able to give them really great feedback, scaffolded to where the students need. If they were ready for an extension, I was able to provide that for them. If they needed some more guided questions, I was able to provide that for them as well. And so were the kids. The kids were really good at, hey, did you mean learned behavior? Because you said inherited trait. They were very respectful and very encouraging. Obviously, you are going to get some silliness, like this child who decided to say that that attacking the man, which never happened in the video, and it doesn't say traits and behaviors. So you can see we have some work to do, but it's going pretty well. The immediate feedback was really handy, and the students quickly figured out how to go quickly to their comments using the learning management system instead of just looking at the thread and trying to find what they were looking for. From there, I uploaded some more links of some really interesting animals, like a long-eared bat and a mud skipper and a liger, which I didn't even think was real. I thought it was from Napoleon Dynamite. And the kids watched the video of their choice and then uploaded their ideas into an inherited traits Padlet and a learned behaviors Padlet. So you can see that they were really great, most of them, at putting their comments in. They'd used Padlet once before, but it's still not perfect. Each time they use it, it gets a little bit better. And their last portion of that lesson component that particular day was a quick check, which I created using Google Forms. It has some TEKS aligned dual-coded questions. The students clicked on the form and then chose the answers and submitted their responses, and it immediately uploads into my Google Drive. So I was able to almost instantly see who is getting it and who is not. The next day was the day before a major test, so we used Kahoot, which is a very simple review game, but the kids love it because they get to use their own devices, and it's, for those who are overwhelmed by electronic devices, it's very simple. So I created a quick Kahoot game, and then we played that in class the following day. And I've got to say, between the several standards that were on the major test, the one that they seemed to really nail the most was traits and behaviors. I think that being able to get information, interact with the information, and produce their own ideas about information really helps solidify their understanding. So I'm excited to use it in the future. It's not perfect, but it certainly could have gone worse. Thanks a lot for watching.